meant he was driving. Oh no, that's
I'm here with Rusty Wheeler, and this week's basically the biggest pool weekend of the year. We've got the big guns followed by the Anzac Day tournament. Now, Rusty, last year you were the winner of the big guns tournament. How do you see your chances this year?
Yeah, well, Jamie, I'm hitting a pretty good ball. I'm pretty much over that thrashing that Jake gave me up at my home venue, and you know, it's going to be a bit tougher this year because Travis Crawley's not there to rort the table for me to play on the same table every match. But you know, I'm confident in my own ability, and I think I can get the choppers again. Yeah, look, Rusty, I think you're a big favourite too, mates, and you know, you've got the likes of, as we said, Jake McCartney's in the draw. He's got a bit going on the sidelines as well. Mark Robertson, and as you knew recently in your interview with him, he's a bit more focused this year and in a better headspace. Michael Scary's playing very well. We've got competition from WA in its strength this year. We've got some SA, you know, strength in James Dalla, Ricky Emery, and even Nathan Neems has popped his head up this year. How do you see yourself going against those sort of guys? Yeah, well, the thing is, Jamie, my ability to make outs from nowhere is second to none, and I don't think any of these guys can keep up with me in a race to 11 over such a long distance. So, yeah, look, I'm confident, as I said earlier, but you know, it's a tough competition, as Robbo said too. You know, I hate to talk about the same things Robbo has because, you know, we've got a bit of a history together. He gave me a belt in the Australian singles, which I'm really looking forward to, you know, to getting back. But I've won everything around Australia, and you know, your Harvey Bays and all those. I've already told you that before. But look, I think I can go back to back, and probably, let's be fair, I think I'll probably win Anzac as well. I don't think anyone can really touch me this weekend.
Well, that's big words, Rusty, and well, you're a big fella, so I guess you've got the size to sort of back up your words. All the best, mates, and I'm sure we'll hear some other interviews and maybe a post-interview after the big guns to see how your feelings are, whether it's successful or not.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. I look forward to it, mate.
Okay, welcome to pre-Big Guns money match night. This is Butters speaking and joined by Jamie Stevens. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. And the actual first match that was meant to be played was Dax and Steve Jamieson, but Dax has just been a little bit late from the flight, so we've got another pretty attacking match.
Yeah, that's a good call just before that shot, mate.
I thought he might just double it and go out, but then I did see that yellow down the bottom there, covered by 4 reds. So
surely could have got back around and found something to get it out.
Yeah, I know you would have, Butters, but Clint Kepler certainly doesn't mind having a dip either. I would say underrated player, especially in Victoria, because not a lot of Victorians would have seen this kid play. Maybe in his younger days, but he's improved out of sight since then.
Well, he hasn't probably been tested a lot out of WA either. So,
well, that's true. But I know he played well at Nationals, and
he certainly did. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's one of the leaders for WA. He was good. So, hopefully, Jamie, instead of 27 hours of commentary for you and I, we can actually go a yard this year.
Yeah, well, I was actually last year I didn't do a lot of commentary because I went reasonably deep.
You did go all right.
And I'm hoping to do the same this year, but I probably will pop over and do a bit more commentary this year, just because. I don't know, I have a different focus this year.
Well, I'm going to go out, I'm going to put myself out there and say it right now. This is going to be wild turkey free commentary this year.
I can't guarantee that. No, I can.
I will say that we've worked out heinies off reclothing 14 tables here in 2 days, and I am over it. But they are running absolutely magnificently, these Allcox tables.
Well, that's good. That's what we want to hear. They are tricky tables to play on, especially against the nap. They do move a little bit because of the nap. But
I'll tell you, mate, you can't play on a better table than these things at the moment. They are absolutely fantastic.
And meanwhile, James Della is in a little bit of trouble here, just because of this yellow that he's closest to now. And he's trying to work out the riddle that is that yellow.
And for everyone who is watching or will be watching later, well, if you're watching later, you won't hear me say this, but as soon as these matches are up, the live draw for the Big Guns tournament will be done. So you're welcome to tune in and watch that.
And Jimmy's taken on that long yellow, and knowing that if he does pot that, he's a big chance to just get cross table and get himself some kind of shot on that yellow. Or I don't think he would have gone for the kick out. I think he would have just glided across there and tried to give himself a shot. Hit the bottom side of the second yellow that's in a bit of a line there.
Yeah, look, he's just he was in a position where he's probably not going to get a better opportunity to do that, so he's had to go.
Clint sees now, like, you've got to get a frame on the board and just get a bit of. I haven't watched the match. I don't know if he's been a bit nervy or whether Jimmy's just gone berserk on him, but
he can either cut this back and hold with the one above it, or just play the one in the middle.
Yeah, I think his cannon's a bit thin on the red, so it won't cannon directly towards the middle.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Now this is a little bit awkward now. It's a tough position now.
Yeah, he's almost got to take a double on, I think, here.
Or he's got to drop it in absolute dead weight and then cut it in the middle. But he's better off taking the double on with that yellow where it is still on the back cush.
Yeah, I agree completely. Although, to me, still, it has to be in your mind that you can't miss this red, because if you do, I think you can actually lose a frame quite easily from here.
For sure, but because of where it is, you can play it with a bit of confidence.
And well, if he's
confidence, he's a bit stiff there. I mean, James can get this yellow out now and run the white, leave him no shot on the red over the hole, and he's in a bit of strife.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he plays that shot, because I'm not actually that worried about that yellow at the moment now that red's gone there, as long as I can keep myself at the table for a couple of visits. I want to get maybe one of these other yellows into play. It could even disturb the red, make the yellow on. But I think this is why he's decided to take this ball. He's like, I'm going to leave myself some options.
And just run this down the table, probably. He might even take the other one first now.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that was a lot better shot than it looked, because he actually had a lot of left-hand side, and they just saw it spring off the back rail.
He played it big drag side shot, mate.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know anything about them.
That's a lot more difficult to play than what people think too, because you've got to actually be able to judge a swerve. And there's the shot I spoke about earlier, playing it off the yellow, and now he will go game.
Great shot. Still got to be a little bit careful here.
Well, I think just
get to the back, get to the side push, yeah.
Yep.
But if he's got a bit of angle and he's screwing towards the middle, the tables are really slippery, mate. So it's very easy to let the white get away from you.
It does look like he's got a little bit of angle towards the middle too. So, but he's actually like
He might even run it and come back across.
Cushion, yep.
It's a safer way to go.
No, he's screwing.
No,
he
he's
must
still
be
screwing.
safe. He must be all right. Oh wow, he's gone right down there. So he actually had a lot more angle than what we thought.
Yeah, see, that's
I think what you said before, Butters, was the better shot. Go off the side rail and back across. I think he's just decided, you know what, I'm going to go down in, and worst case result, I'll land on the ball on the cushion. As it turns out, he hasn't. But he can play this relatively safe.
the run through was all right. It didn't matter how long you were on the ball. It was just a dead weight shot to nothing anyway.
As it stands, though, he's got a plan that isn't as difficult as it actually looks, and if he misses, well, he doesn't leave a lot either. So, I still back him from here. That's missed.
Yeah, he's played it in a way that he's made sure both the yellows have come out and not stuck to the back cush, so make sure he puts the pressure right on Clint.
Exactly, and Clint needs to produce something large, and I think the double's cut off by the black. So the only thing I can think of maybe is to try and flick off this and try and get the black. And actually, that's not even a good shot because it's too easy to come off the side cushion.
Yeah, that's right.
So he needs to actually produce something. I actually can't see an option here except for doubling up to the top left-hand corner.
Could triple, but still tricky on new cloth as well.
And I'm going to take a bit of a guess that Jimmy might have been putting in a bit of time leading up to this because he doesn't normally play money matches unless he's put a bit of time in.
Yeah, it's never his own money either. That was a lie, everyone. I just wanted to get a response out of him, which I did.
He's actually standing quite close to us right now.
Yeah. So we're just playing mind games with him.
Yeah, he's feeling all right at 3-0 up and probably 4-0 in about 25 seconds.
Mate, I finished work an hour late because of him today.
But I actually had a feeling this match might happen.
I finished level on all the tables just about 10 to 4, mate. James comes in and goes, I reckon those four should be there and those four should be there. And JR goes, yep, no worries, you're a Delahunty, I'll do whatever you say, mate. So I had to move him and level 8 tables. So, yeah, cheers, Jim.
And, well, the black couldn't have gone in a worse spot to just make it roll in central.
But love you, Jimmy. Good luck, mate. Yeah.
And 4-0 this will be. There's another match that's going on as well next to this table. They're only playing for $100, but it's just basically they're just warming up, getting used to the conditions. And that is Justin Sage.
Battle of the Guns.
It is Justin Sage and Ricky Emery, leg arms versus almost leg arms. Leg arms versus calf arms. We've got quads versus thighs. Quads versus calves over there.
Thought you were calves, mate. Calfzilla.
I am,
you are Calfzilla.
Calf arms and I'm calf legs. I only dream to have arms that big. And Justin's just won a frame.
And that's just Jamo having a hit there with, who's he playing with, Adam? Yeah.
I should have gone out and given him a hit, but I don't want to ruin his confidence before he starts his money match.
Speaking of race to 11s, Jamie, the VPPL Elite Singles is up and running again, and you're in it this year.
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed that so far?
Making the travel from Ballarat. The first week I hated it as much as possible because I had a 5.5 hour match of just frustration.
You didn't hate it as much as me. I had to wait for you.
Yeah, well, that's probably a fair call. But look, I did struggle a lot with that table. Like the rails were killing the white a lot, and I just lost the white every second shot. But yeah, last week's match or this week's match, the table was so much more consistent, and I played a lot better too. So.
I was right next to you. Yeah, you played very well.
Didn't sort of miss too many outs I committed on. So
good win over Craig Stevens, 11-6 or 7 was
11-5, I think 11-5, it was.
11-5,
He's actually a very good player too.
He is, yeah. Maybe not as good as everyone in Queensland keeps telling us he is, but he is a very good player.
Well, I think, I don't know if I want to say too much about it because every time I mention his name, someone complains about it. So
you know what? They'll get over it, mate.
Yeah. At the end of the day, folks, if you are listening, and I do have some critique about one of your favourite players or whatever, it's actually not, I don't hate the person. I'm actually trying to help them out if they go back and listen to the feed or watch their own game. But yeah, no, he's actually a sensational cueist, very slick cueist. But I think if I was going to criticise him at all, it'd be if he misses an easy ball, he tends to just drop the head and his arm just starts flying around the table for a couple of frames. And he tends to just lose it a little bit. But other than that, though, and he also likes his opponent to basically just have a dip straight away. So he's a mop-up type of play, very, very clean around the balls when there's no traffic.
He attacks him and, yeah. So Clint is probably getting close to the money shot. He's got to do something up there, but he would have liked to land a lot higher up the table than that.
This is actually the sort of frame I'm kind of talking about too, where, look, to be honest, the out's not really on at first glance unless you've got to play a couple of shots to produce the out.
That shot there, if he just rolled that quarter ball, it would have just flicked into the yellow, the white would have come out and he would have been on it in the other corner. And he's tried to do too much with it.
But he's actually landed all right.
Yeah.
But it's
all right.
really this yellow down the bottom right it's really the big problem ball. And like I said, this is a sort of frame where you've got to produce something not normal. And when I say not normal, it's not just pot stun, pot screw back over here, pot run through there, and link all the balls together. This requires a shot where you've got to separate balls, extract something, and make another ball on. If you don't kick the ball out that you've just aimed to kick out, so you've got to attack it as early as you can if you do plan to do that. And I reckon after this shot here, as he come
double and open him up. That's too risky, I reckon.
Just double even on. And the great man himself,
the big fella's just rocked up.
Dax Wasley has walked into the room.
Here is Dax Wasley. Welcome.
And,
how are you, mate?
And yeah, you'll talk me into that.
No wild turkey for him. He's
Dax,
commentating.
Dax has just
I've already banned him off it.
All right. Yeah.
Dax is trying to screw up my weekend already.
Well, he's actually buying me a turkey. I'm all right if I only have a couple. I'll ban myself after 2. But anyway,
all right, you heard it, viewers.
As I spoke about Butters, that is now a problem.
That was a crazy shot. I really thought that was very low percentage. It was, yeah. That's what I mean. If it's something I think I'd do, then it's probably the wrong shot.
But I don't think he's going to try and come off 2 here, is he? I don't think he's got the right angle for this shot.
I reckon he's got to roll it in the middle and double the yellow.
I'd rather just get separation on these 2 balls while Jimmy's got that red on the side rail there.
Yeah, that's what he's gone for, but he's missed it comfortably.
He's playing for that and then a double.
Yeah, well, I reckon that's all he had.
I'd have been happy to play the yellows on the side rail and just separate those 2 balls and say, okay, Jimmy, what are you going to do?
Well, I thought, I don't know how high they are, but that yellow there that I'm pointing at, that everyone can obviously see, isn't that far up the cush. He could have forced one of those 2 yellows off it.
Yeah.
And it's close enough to do that, so.
Yeah, it all went badly after he played the 2 that were together and he didn't get the right angle to go into them after that.
Jimmy's looking at the obvious shot looks like just running this one over in front of the yellow, but you leave him straight in a double that way. So
yeah, you leave him a chance to actually produce something.
So he's going to want to do more than that.
I think he actually wants to pot this, but he's just like, oh, geez, what if I actually do miss it? Then I could leave him the double.
Yeah, he might even play it at the yellow.
I think that's a better shot.
Yeah, because you cut the double off most likely that way.
I'll tell you the other shot I don't mind is this dead red on the left-hand side. What's wrong with playing it towards the yellow? Cut that yellow off, and there's no double on the other yellow then. But yeah, he's done your shot, Butters.
Yeah.
He's just hasn't really hit it exactly how we wanted.
But he's done what he's wanted. He's cut the double off, which was the objective. So
also that ball later on, if he gets low, is an extraction ball as well.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a good shot.
So really, in my eyes, the problem ball is not the ball behind the yellow here. It's the ball on the left side cushion.
See, Clint's got to hit this.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I don't like it. James has got a tough ball on the cushion. He can just roll it off now.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously you want to get behind that yellow, but at least he's...
That red near the centre pocket doesn't double because of where the black is. Clint was better off belting that and trying to clear it.
Yeah, it's not a bad call.
And force him to have a go because now James has got all the control. May even just cut this red, nudge it towards the yellow in the middle. No, changed his mind. Snooker. Yeah, it's a tricky little snooker too. It's not a bad effort. You got one cushion for the yellow in the middle, or you got one cushion with a lot of side in between the two reds. But he's shown that he doesn't want to open that yellow and red up, so he will play for the other one, I'm guessing.
I'll tell you what, Butters, I'm going to make the call that if he doesn't win this frame, which I don't think he will now, Jimmy needs to make a massive mistake. 5-0, I don't reckon he can win.
Well, you'd probably back Jimmy 5-0 against anyone on earth almost, wouldn't you?
Well, speaking of, I had the pleasure, and I think I've mentioned this on commentary before in the past when Jimmy might have been playing. I had the pleasure of watching him when we went over to England together to play. Well, Dax just bought me 2 wild turkeys.
There's your quota right there.
Yeah, I'm not having any more after that. Anyway, as I was saying, as Jimmy sort of works through these balls, I think he's going to try and get low on this now and get the extraction. Yep, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyway, he actually played Pat McCarram first, and he was raced to 15. I think he was something like 14-9 down and won 15-9, 15-14.
Yeah.
And then he played Tom Cousins, and I think it was for about £2,500, and then, we all chipped in.
Yep.
I had a couple £100 there, and anyway, he was 7-0 down. Just didn't really get a look at the table, and then suddenly he was 8-7 up.
Yeah.
And some of the best pull I've ever seen in my life, and the match went in swings of runs. It was sick.
He's got that game though. If it's going for him, he's just unstoppable.
Just some of the balls that he popped down the rails as well, and as we know, nobody plays that shot better than James.
Nobody plays that shot like James. Hello, Mick.
Yeah, and congrats to Mick as well, winning the SA
mate,
Satellite.
What an effort. I know yourself, you were pretty knackered after that day, and I lost to Gus in the final of the one the other week, and I could barely see after 13 hours of pool.
It's a draining comp.
So Mick's no spring chicken anymore. Not that you're old, Mick, but yeah, that's a huge effort.
Mm. And I do believe that if Big Guns wants, I think the Western National potentially is the next big thing, and I do believe if Big Guns is going to maintain its rep as being the biggest comp in Australia, I think it needs to move to satellite. I really do.
Yeah.
The satellites are extremely successful. Ron's done a sensational job, and obviously the reps that he's recruited in each state to run the comps have done a great job as well.
They have.
Disappointing that SA didn't actually fill that field in the last one. In fact, I felt that Victoria probably should have had another satellite.
We could have easily filled another
another 10, really.
Yeah.
But
It's solid work from Jim there.
yeah, he's just not making mistakes.
No.
And Clint's, he's got to actually use that sleeve of his and bring out his tough man and fire up.
He's an attacking player, and it's very hard to keep playing to get going when you play like that, when you're 5-0 down against someone like Jimmy Della.
Well,
because he's not an intimidating bloke by any stretch of the imagination, but he's an intimidating player.
That's right. And now we have the bearded one himself, Dax. He's just having a quick warm-up. And if you want to see some attacking pull, this man ain't afraid to play the game in an attacking fashion.
Yeah,
However,
Dax hasn't covered a hole since Nam.
very actually underrated tactical game because you don't see it very often. But he does. He actually hails originally from SA. So he will have had no choice but to learn the tactical game at one point or another because of that.
Yep. All right. Go the super break. Have a look at them spread, will you?
In my opinion, probably one of the best breaks in 8-ball, James Delahunty.
No, without a doubt. And
in Australia.
And probably the worst breaker in Australia has just walked in the room.
Ben Noonan just rock up, did he?
Yep.
If Ben Noonan could get a break, he'd be a world champion.
If he could break like Jimmy Della, he'd be bloody master of the universe, yeah.
And I am rating Ben to go quite well this year. He is back. He's had a break, and he is back now.
Well, some genius did a tip for him last week.
Oh, you, was it?
Yeah. Bit nervous doing a tip for the great man, you know. Unfortunately, since we passed, everyone
the
comes
new
to
tip
me.
man.
Yeah, so, you know, one of my best mates, and he's died, and I'm cursing him all the time.
Well, an unexpected miss there from Jimmy, and obviously if he
strange.
pots that, he just screws off the ball over the hole and extracts the black and goes game. But
I think he was already on the black.
I think now the black is Clint's problem, and I am not against getting on this ball near the bottom here and putting it over the hole, just to give himself a little bit of calmness because 5-0, there's a lot of pressure on this out.
That's a good shot. Or you just go nuts and extract the black now.
Well, yeah, you've got to put a decent amount of left-hand side on this.
Yeah, it's too tough a shot, mate. No way he's going to play that. If he does, he's crazy.
Well, he likes this shot.
Yeah, I know, but they're not ultra tight down the cush, but you've got to hit them spot on. You know
Having
that.
said that, though, getting this actually over the hole really neatly is a tough shot on these tables too at dead weight because they tend to suck in when they hit dead weight.
Yeah, but,
So
but the tables are so quick now, you can barely touch them and it'll just drift.
Well, he's played the
Yeah,
shot,
see,
and you were right, Butters. It was a tough shot,
Yeah.
and he's just lost that frame too.
That's not the right shot to play at 5-0, mate.
Clint will always play the attacking game. It's just, mate, he's a young fella still, and he's always played an attacking game.
Yeah.
He also has an underrated tactical game too when he chooses to use it, but he only uses it more when he's in a position where he's forced to use it. If he thinks he can, get an extraction, just like that one that he hasn't, like he's got the extraction but missed the pot. If he feels that there's a shot like that on, he'll take it. But if he feels like there's no other option but to play a tactical shot, then he'll do that instead.
Yeah. Look, I think Clint's played that shot. I know I've said to Ben before, I've seen him when he's struggling, he's gone for a big shot and missed it or whatever. And I go, why? In that situation, he goes, well, to get myself going.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's why Clint's done that.
Yeah, Benny's a big ambassador of that, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And I don't think anyone can really argue with it, considering the results he's had with it.
I mean, me personally, it doesn't actually work for me personally, because something that will get me going is grinding out a frame and winning it. That gets me going more than taking on some massive pot, nailing it, and then running the rack.
I just need to get angry. As soon as I'm angry with myself, I start playing better. It's I'm a weird one. Anyway, bro.
And Jimmy's just neat at the moment. He would have liked it. I think he has got angle. Oh, he's got. Oh, it's perfect.
You just punch it.
Done for side row. Yeah. Look at that.
Now that tells you the speed of him, doesn't it?
Not only that, he cued that so nice. Like when you see the white ball gliding, that's when you know someone's cueing well because it doesn't zip, it glides.
Yeah, I can't see a way back for Clint at the moment.
Well, he's probably just got to slow the match down a bit, I think. Like, if you're getting belted in the game that you want to play, you've got to turn around and go, well, you know what, maybe I've got to slow this bloke down because I'm making mistakes and he's not.
James has got to allow you to slow it down too.
Well, this will be an interesting match, this. This will be just
Absolutely.
whoever makes the most chop-ups because
They both have a dip.
Yeah, Steve, his tactical game is actually evolving.
Oh, it's a hell of a lot better than it was 12 months ago.
Yeah, he's still. I think his pocket control play is still lacking, like as in like looking ahead in the game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. He's very one-dimensional with it, but his pot position's as good as anyone.
Yeah,
when he's playing well.
improved his pot position out of sight. Like he's no longer using a snooker white when he cues the ball.
No,
he's using the spotted white now.
He's a nice cueist. And that's what I like about him. He doesn't mind leaving himself that instead of guys
trying
like
to
us
get right
might try and get too cute on it.
Well, you're right. I would have actually come
in between
down
those two yellows, or just straight
I
up.
think you can get straight up.
Nah, the slide, mate. The slide.
Oh, he couldn't have landed. Oh, it's kept going a touch, but he should be okay.
Nah, he's fine. It's for less than half ball.
Yeah, there's no danger of it in off. He's just got to concentrate on the pot, although he's stunning off it.
No, if he goes in off, he's the worst player ever.
So first bud to Steve. And Dax has pretty much just got off the plane.
Yeah,
got the hotel
welcome
and
to
come
Victoria. It's been here for 3 minutes. All right, I'm going to excuse myself, Jamie, for a minute.
All right. And Dax did actually boycott Big Guns last year and decided to be the biggest keyboard warrior in Australia. And I did say to him, if he doesn't turn up this year, it will be like committing a crime. And he is here. So Clint now needs to, well, really, if you're going to have a dip, you're not going to get balls much better than this. The black's just a touch tricky, and that might be a bit of a concern, but he does have a red that's looming bottom left, where if he gets the right angle on it, he can either just drop it in and just play the dead weight into the middle, or if he doesn't like that, then he can go for the extraction. Just got to be careful if you try to extract this cushion first, because a lot of the right-hand side of the table is blocked. So I would recommend here, I'd be looking at trying to get right behind this black and just drop it in the middle. It's not as hard as it looks on camera. I'm right behind this black, and it's off the rail, as you can see, good sort of inch and a half. And it's not as far away from the pocket as what the camera might allude it to be. So it's just about Clint right now being confident because he's 6-0 down. Just compose himself and saying, okay, how am I going to go about this? The reason he's taking his time now is the angle he actually has on this red, the one that he's closest to, is the worst it could possibly be. It's going slightly away from the red and not into the cushion enough to come back out. And that's probably why he's denied it. I personally wouldn't have done that. But look, he's actually still fine because if he's on the ball in the middle now, he can just stun that in. And then he's got a cut into the corner where he can float back over to the opposite side of the table where the black is. So should still be okay. And I'd like to see Clint get a frame on the board and get himself going. Good fella, Clint. Had some good times with him over the years at national titles as well. He's a very likeable fella. As is Jimmy, of course. I've been good friends with Jimmy for a very long time. In fact, since he was a junior, and I'm too old for him. So this would just, I think, just drag with a bit of right-hand side would be the order of the day, but he's gone for the extraction now. I think that is just the wrong shot. If he just pots this ball in the corner, just drags it in, so you're basically killing the pace of the white with some right-hand side. What the right-hand side will do is just pull the white further to the left-hand side of the table as we look at the screen, and then he just lands right behind it. Going for the extraction there, as I said, is low percentage. If you take it cushion first, most of the right-hand side of the table is blocked, and you know you may not even have a pot on it anyway. So I think if Clint goes back and watches this, he'll maybe considers what I've said. He might say, you know what, probably the right shot, or he might say, no, I'll take that attempted kick out all day long. So obviously it's a learning thing for everyone. But now he's in a tough spot here, and even if he hits this and doesn't pot it, Jimmy's favourite to pot out. The best result here for Clint, other than potting the black, fluking it, is to somehow get the black on a cushion safe. I think he's going to try and come off two and just get behind the black, but I don't know if he can get enough purchase on the side cushion. And these cushions will be sliding a touch too because the cloth is new. I just think that yellow might be in his way. Actually, I'm behind this shot, and there's no way he's getting to that black to get behind it. He actually needs to be able to hit sort of where the balk line is, and he cannot get to the balk line, not even close to it. He's better off coming off side cushion, I think, on the right-hand side. He's going to try and use the jaws. There, oh wow, he's just potted. And all that will be is some pocket knowledge, because every pocket cut on every table can be slightly different. And playing that shot off jaws is actually a very difficult shot. Some pockets, a good guide is to generally aim for the brass. If you actually look where the brass is on the pockets, it's generally smack bang in the middle of where the curve starts. So the whole idea of that is, you're hitting a 45-degree angle onto a 45-degree angle onto a 45-degree angle and then back across the table again. So it increases your chances if you actually use that brass. The same thing if you're trying to sit a ball over the pocket. If you aim for that piece of brass, you're a very good chance of hitting the jaw and leaving it over the pocket rather than the pocket sucking it in. However, these tables, especially with the newer cloth, when you hit them at sort of a softish pace, they do tend to suck the white in a bit. But they're sensational table to play on if you're in the current Jimmy Delahunty state of mind. That is, I'm just going to pot out from every single shot that I have when the balls are open. And his white ball is on an absolute string at the moment. Big bounce there off that bottom rail too, but not a problem, of course, but noteworthy. And 7-0. Dan on it before the black even went in the pocket. And Dax is, I think this is onto the top right, the right hand of the two yellows. And Dax has a 0.4 of a second look and says, yeah, I'll pot this. And in it goes. And this is Dax Wasley. What he does, he gets down and just pots balls and goes out in very short periods of time. And that will be 1-1. does not muck around, Dax. In fact, you think Steve plays pretty quick. Dax is probably one of the fastest players that'll be in the room in the Big Guns tournament. And has decided to go with the mohawk and full beard for this comp. And ball in for Jimmy, and more than half the balls come at this end of the table. Well, that's huge, and I don't think I've ever seen a spread where every single one of one coloured ball goes to the opposite end of the table like that. In fact, it's not as good a split as you'd first think unless you can get to this ball on the bottom cushion and play the plant. I don't think he can. He doesn't really have a shot on. But he may nominate res anyway and play cushion first and still try and play the plant. No, he's gone for the cut in the middle, and nice pot. So now one problem ball really is this, there's a yellow and a red just under the baulk line on the right side of the table there. They just need to be separated. If you can just get, his cue was almost sort of above a red. It's just to the left of that those two. If he can get on an angle like to pot in the left corner, he'll be all right. Well, I actually didn't even know that was on. So that's a very good shot. And he may screw off this into those two little balls. Now he needs very little separation. And I'll tell you what, folks, I'll tell you how dedicated I am to commentating this game. Richmond and Carlton are playing football right now, and I'm a Richmond supporter. I should be watching this game, and I'm not. I don't even know what the score is. That's how well I'm going. And he's gone for the split, and nice. And we will not see an error here, I don't think. So Jimmy's just basically going berserk. So basically just punch this in, stun out. We get just off straight for this red that he's just near right now, so we can just stun centre table for the final red. Well, I don't think that's perfect, but he should still be okay. Nicely judged there from Jimmy. He knew that the yellow would hold. He just didn't want to pot it. And just one good positional shot required. That yellow that is just to the right of the white now. It's actually a bit of a hindrance just purely because it's kind of where you want the white to be, or that line to be on the black. So he's going to have to just pick an alternate route where he just maybe might leave himself a slightly harder black than what he would normally. And he's just loaded that up with side, but I think he's come way too far. He wanted to play that for the left-hand corner. And that's why I just said if he just plays the same shot to land on the black to the bottom right, where the white is now, he's going to have a bit more of a cut rather than being straight, but at least you can completely control the shot. Face cut double coming up and just misses. Even off the yellow would have been okay. It was potentially a large pocket because of that. And now Clint, big chance. Doesn't have to pot out this shot if he doesn't feel like he can. But, well, problem he's got is his opening shot isn't as simple as you would like. You can't just play a little run off safety. I mean, he could play off the ball on the right side cushion, the left side cushion here and take the white right side of the table. But if you don't hit it right, you'll leave him fat on the black. So he's decided to play the run off here, and that's a pretty good shot. He's cut off one way, but he's actually left the inside shot. Jimmy needs a bit of luck if he's going to pot this, though. I think maybe he's trying to look at taking black off the yellow it's near and into the bottom right corner. Not that far away. And not a bad result, although all balls are now on. I expect Clint to have a dip here and run these out. In fact, he has to go out here. If he doesn't, then he has absolutely no chance of winning this match. Thanks, Shell, for the footy score too. I actually just checked it myself. Please don't tell me the score if Richmond start losing, because they tend to do that against Carlton in the third quarter. And as you can see, bottom right of the screen as well, we've got the dual match happening, and Dax is on another out.
Hello, mate. I'm back.
Yes, welcome back. And
yes, welcome back to the kitchen.
And, well, you've missed basically...
Nothing.
Well, yeah, same kind of thing that's been happening earlier, although Jimmy's actually made a positional error on the black, and this is the current situation.
Done a butters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just didn't get out of it.
And Clint is not happy with that shot at all.
Well, how much room has that got inside there?
Yeah, look, the blacks, every ball is on. It's one of those neat navigational type of outs. There's no kicks required, just good white ball.
If this is on, it's actually okay. You cut it in and then you land pretty much fat in the one in the middle. Drop that in dead weight, you're fat down the rail.
I think he's in a position right now where he's 7-0 down, everything's hard.
No doubt.
And this is why he's, well, I don't know about this.
Well, I don't like this because I reckon...
Tell you what, that is a ballsy shot.
That's crazy.
And he's potted. That's the main thing for him.
But from that angle, it is a pretty easy shot. Just under the circumstances, it's, a bit risque.
Well, like you said, Bud, as you chop that in, you land right behind it, you've got an easy roll into the middle, and you've got the same shot on this now. So
yeah.
But he obviously wanted to get rid of these as early as possible. And I don't think there'll be any doubts now.
Yeah, that's good. And it's a good confident shot because it's a blind pocket. They're not that easy. We'll just say a quick shout out to Wani if she happens to be watching while she's in Bali, mate.
She's in Bali?
Yep.
Unlucky for you.
Yeah.
That you're not there.
Yeah, it's I think Benny jumped on her Facebook and said, "Oh, Butters and I can party for 3 weeks, you know." Yeah, I'll party. I'm going to drink lots of coffee and stay up late, mate.
Don't go too hard on the cream.
Yeah.
And Clint will be on the board.
And this, look, not saying he's going to win now, but that'll give him a lot of confidence because that was tricky. He had to be spot on during that.
Well, there's nothing more. There's nothing worse than being whitewashed race to 11. Like, that is
I wouldn't
terrible.
know, but
I actually don't know if I've been or not, but I can only imagine it would be a terrible feeling.
I've only been involved in one 11-0, mate, and that was Monday night.
I'm sure Fulan wants to be reminded about that all over again.
Well, I'll tell you what, I expected a tough match because he's been playing really well. He knocked off Steve Thomas second round 11-10, which is a great win, and Steve Jamieson the first week 11-10. So 2 really good wins for the kid, and I was really switched on, ready for it. And he just couldn't get it going.
Dax has just got very lucky to be on this yellow as good as he has been,
Yeah,
but it's still a tough shot. Well, he's just going to give himself a shot.
That's insane. He's got to cut it up the top now.
Well, he didn't have really a lot of choice, but these are the sort of shots he gets too. No danger of being off either. He just smashes it.
Wait for it.
Oh, hello. Puts his hand up to say sorry for missing. Not sure what that was all about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jamo hadn't walked off and sat down before that one.
Maybe he was like apologising for not leaving like a really easy starter or something. I don't know, but Jamo's, I think he's thinking to himself, "You beauties, I've got a shot."
Oh, mate, he's laughing here. That's all over, mate.
And yeah,
should be able to navigate these all right.
Well, I can only guess he hasn't been playing super lately because he lost. He lost to Fu 11-10. He lost
which
that satellite too.
And that
didn't go deep at all, which I expect him to go all right.
And that's nothing against Fu at all. But Steve was a massive favourite in that match.
Absolutely. But I think Steve's style of game is. I think his worst game is actually extremely bad.
Well, I don't think his B game with his safety game, and that's probably not good enough yet to get him out of matches when he's not playing well. So
yeah, I think that's a big thing. Like a lot of good players, their their really bad game is actually still good enough to beat a hell of a lot of players.
Well, look at all your top guys, mate. You know, Jake doesn't have a B game. I've never seen Steve Tran play good or bad. He just plays the same every time for the last 15 years. Other than recent times, Benny's the same.
So they're just swapping frames here at the moment. So if all goes according to the current system, Dax will go 3-all next frame. But Steve will want to get that lead.
Well, Clint's at the table, which is fantastic for him.
Yeah. I'd love to see a few frames in a row here from Clint, just to add a bit of interest to this match.
Yeah, just to turn the screws on Jimmy a bit. Switch the pressure across a little bit, let him carry some of it.
Jimmy's one of those players, I don't really think he gets that affected by pressure.
We all get affected by pressure, mate. Just some people deal with it a lot better than others.
Yeah, I think that's him. I think he does deal with it very, very well.
Personally, if I don't feel pressure, I'm hopeless.
Yeah, look,
That's
I've
pretty.
got to be honest, I have, I guess, produced some of my best and worst pool under pressure over the years.
Yeah, I know. You've
Depends on how things are.
got no drama with you under the pump, mate.
Actually, you might not have even been taking notice there, but Jimmy actually, when Clint was playing that ball down the rail, Jimmy actually stood up so we could see the shot. Now, that's actually, when you're 7-1 up, I wouldn't even waste my energy standing up to check that.
No, true.
But that's how much he's actually switched on. He wants to be involved in every shot and just basically ride Clint's pressure all the time and say, mate, I'm jumping to this table if you chop up.
If I was James, I'd be watching Dax and Jamo going, I don't care what you do, Clint.
Well, I guess what I do
That's
when
a
I'm
good
watching,
shot. He can just drop in behind this.
when I'm watching my opponents play and they're on and out, I just look for where they might be able to chop up. I look for a potential pitfall in the out.
Yeah, for sure. But
And then what happens if they play a different shot that I've seen, I've actually learned something, so that way I can learn while I'm not actually at the table. But as you get older, I've discovered you cannot remember stuff as well.
yeah, no, you don't remember anywhere near as much. The wild turkey probably doesn't help that much either, mate.
Possibly, but yeah, I am certainly no sponge like I used to be for
I don't remember
learning.
I don't remember 15 years of my life.
But, well, not sure. He must have a bit of angle running away from the black here, like as in going high on the table.
Yeah, I reckon just dropping in plate up the top.
To me, it looks like he's all right. Oh, he's going the opposite way, but he's still all right.
You think he was going the other way?
I thought the white ball, the way he was looking, I thought he
okay.
must have been going the other way, but I still played this in the middle.
Nah.
Yeah, there
Oh,
you
yeah?
go. I just feel like it's I don't know, it just feels...
Closer pocket safer.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Jamo's on and out here. He's overdone that, but he might have overdone it enough. He can get this up and down the table.
He's got to pick a decent gap.
No, yeah, I think you're all right.
I almost cut the other ball first.
Yeah, it's sliding wide. It could actually catch the black.
Oh, wow, he's gone that way.
He's got under it. Get under. It's going to get under.
Well, he'll be happy with that.
Straight up the table off the red. Dead straight shot, mate.
I think he'll put it in the middle.
You'll probably be right again, but I like the idea of the other one.
If you want to layer up, you play that shot. If you want to just have a clean pot, you go for the middle.
Mate, you know what? You're on CueballTV, so do it for the viewers.
Well,
Do
maybe,
it for Dan Lynch.
maybe you should have done
That's
it.
why I do it. It's not because I actually choose to play all those shots. It's because I know people want to see me do stupid stuff. It's much more entertaining, Jamie.
For anyone that follows the snooker, professional snooker circuit, can you send me in your tips for the China Open third round, please? Because I'm having a terrible time picking winners.
Well, he's left him a bit here, possibly.
Yeah, I don't think you can do a lot with it, though.
Yeah, mate, this is 2 cushions. This is natural. 2 cushions. You hit her just inside the balk line. 2 cushions, knock it in, you're on the
I actually
black.
think it's the only shot on the table.
Mate, I don't reckon he can honestly miss it.
Well, it's missable, but I mean, at the end of the day, you have to pot this.
Yeah, just past the balk line should be about right.
Oh.
See, if he'd gone a little bit back where I said,
Yep. And he's destroyed that yellow too. Dax can pretty much have his way with him now.
That's a scary proposition.
Well, Dax is not. I don't think he's afraid of having his way with people either. That's why he's got the beard. So people are like a lot less likely to say no to him. Well, he went for the cannon there.
That's a horrible extraction with a target that was about 1.5 foot wide. Now he's got a plant.
That's the longest you'll ever see Dax take to play a shot too.
25 seconds.
No, I think it was about 13, but
What do you got here, Jamie?
mate, the only shot I can really see is backdoor in this.
Yeah, you got to, you catch the red and you might be right. Off in the middle.
I mean, there is another shot, and that is just to smash the crap out of it and try and get a red safe. But it's you just any shot you're playing, you're trusting a little bit of luck. I mean, a touch of skill involved in the shot if you can catch the red and go in the middle with it. Oh, good effort.
He's
Yeah,
got
well,
half
he's got a
a
red
he's got a
safe,
half
so
a
there you
result.
go.
He's going to be
Will Dax put a snooker
could
in?
be snookered to the yin
Oh,
here.
look at this! What a homo!
Just gonna-
Not there's anything wrong with that, by the way.
Mate, I was
folks.
excited. I thought he was going to cut it up inside the black.
Oh, he's had a laugh about it. He's like,
Does he know he's on camera?
I don't know, but I'm going to just give it to
I
him.
think you better let him know the cameras are on.
What a homo!
Just looking at him, he's disappointed with himself too.
Dax is like, Steve, I don't care, get out of the way. You're on my shot clock here. He's going to do it again.
Oh my God.
Oh, what is going on here?
We're turning the cameras off.
And I don't think Steve can believe it either.
I can't believe Dax. Not only did he not snooker, he's used 2 shots to snooker.
I'll tell you what I'd love to see now is Steve actually come off 2 here, or maybe 3 and get behind the
And
yellow
knock it
dead
in.
weight.
Yeah, knock it in.
Hard shot, especially with the new cloth. Going to be a bit of slide.
The
Tell you
line-
what, he's
the
played
line-
the shot I said.
the line
he
is
hasn't been hard
fantastic.
enough. Actually, I called this shot. I just didn't. This isn't hard enough. He's got
2
a shot
shots.
snooker now.
Where's he get a snooker here?
Oh, he just picks it up. Like, doesn't even ask, did he?
I don't think we care.
No, I think he was all right.
He's put it back in the same spot. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Well, the red goes inside the yellow corner, so
Yeah.
you might as well just leave it till last and roll it down.
Yeah, leave yourself half ball on it. He's a little bit short.
Yeah, it is a touch, but he'll probably,
No,
he'll probably stun you and play a double
he
now.
can probably just drop it in.
Oh, yeah.
Pinch a bit of pocket. Half ball,
Doesn't
right
even
where you
need
want
to.
to be. Well, Jamie called it 3-all.
Well, as I said, Dax does have an underrated tactical game, and he just thought he'd produce a bit there. And Clint, once again, is in a position where he has chopped up and out. I can only guess because he's only got 1 red on the table.
Yeah, this is where I'd usually end up.
But he did win the last frame, and he's a chance to pot this, but hasn't done so.
He's stabbed at that.
And Jimmy will just promote this and get a snooker.
Yeah, he'll just run it straight down.
I actually reckon he'll pop it over the middle.
Run it down, and your white's perfect to come back out. Pretty much,
So you reckon-
a couple inches further. Jamie was right
Tell
again.
you what, what's
This is
going on
killing
here?
me.
Yeah, there's something not right here tonight. I think the wild turkey's affected my judgment.
Yeah,
In a good way, though. That's amazing.
yeah, that's right.
Better have 2 more.
3 cushions up the bum, straight in the middle.
Big shot.
No option. You can't be playing 1 cushion off this. There is absolutely no value in trying to hit this off 1 cushion.
Well,
You can't pot it.
trying to contain your opponent to 1 shot when the balls are all on, it's probably not really worth it, is
It
it?
doesn't matter. All right, got to have a dip.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, all the balls are very gettable in one.
Three's the best. 3 cushions the best option. If you just hit it from 2, you're cutting it up towards the middle. Could cause him a bit of annoyance. If you hit it right, could go anywhere. Could go in the middle. Could go up over a corner and cover. You don't know. You play it off 1 cushion. Best that can happen is you triple it, which is almost impossible from that angle anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Well, he's going to try and put the black over the kick, I think.
It's too hard. Oh,
It's
no.
not bad,
No,
actually.
he's hit that well. Looked
Problem
like it was flying.
Problem is, though, Jimmy can just drop this ball up on the top, even if it doesn't go. I mean, he can have his way with him once again, but he's got the yellow that's near the middle pocket here to just
Run it
punch
down.
inside the black, so... So will he pop this and get straighter on this, or will he...
It's probably not the position to do it from, really, because you're leaving him fat on the red.
No, that's why I'm thinking he'll pop the ball over the pocket first, get
Yeah.
himself a bit straighter on this yellow to just play the punch-off shot, and then he can just stun across this other side of the table and play it like a shot to nothing. Oh, he doesn't have it to do it now.
Yeah, he's all right. He can still stun back off the side rail before the pocket. He's got the one over the middle
Got to hit a lot harder, though,
that
than
he
what you'd
can't
like.
not be on anyway. So, but he can almost play this as a shot to nothing. If he gets the white back a bit further than where he is now, he's safe. So he can just have a crack at it, get back past the nameplate, and you're okay.
I reckon you've actually got to punch this pretty hard.
Yeah.
He might just be going to play it down there, is he? Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Well, he's still all right, but...
Yeah, but it's a chance. See, Clint plays a triple or something, manages to pot this, then he can play 2 cushions and inside that yellow in the middle or whatever. It's a chance.
I'll be trying to just cut this in. Like, it's not 90 degrees or anything, so it's very cuttable. It's a decent amount off the rail. And the white ball's going to be pretty much going straight back across the table as well.
Nathan Neems in the house.
The big dog. And he's decided to try and tie the... I'll tell you what, that is not a bad shot.
He's hit that as good as he could have, but he's still got the train on.
Oh, I think this is dangerous now because...
Well, the black's going to roll behind the red probably.
That's right, yeah.
So don't tickle it.
Yeah, well, I mean, probably won't worry him too much because he's going to have a yellow there that's going to go inside the red anyway, but at least now it's got him thinking. Whereas before it would have just been bang, 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 thanks for the frame. Now Jimmy's got to just do just give it a bit of thought and say, okay, I've got to just get a bit more creative now. Nice shot there with reverse side, and well, he's got this plant. He'll be hitting. He'll be able to leave the yellow pretty much where the black is almost.
You don't want to overdo it and run the black in with it.
Oh,
That's great pace.
Is this yellow on?
Yeah, it's fine. There's about a centimetre or more between them. I just leaned over and had a look.
Well, no problem then for sure, but
No,
he's
it's almost natural, isn't it?
Yeah, he doesn't want to get too low on this, and that is perfect. Yeah, and Butter's just having a few issues with the headset, as am I, but I'm dealing with it.
It's squeezing me temples, mate. So
Yeah.
it's cutting off the blood flow to me brain.
Dan has actually decided that they are good headphones, though. Clearly, he doesn't commentate very often.
Look, I'm telling you, they look good and we look very professional in them, but they're not comfortable. They're about as comfortable as Hessian undies.
They're expensive, apparently. Well, even Dan Lynch is not exempt from the shit hanging that is CueballTV commentary. What's going on here? Black's falling in. So we just saw Steve Jamieson put the black by the top. Must have just fell in like by itself.
Eh?
As in, it was sitting there and then suddenly it's just fallen in.
Oh,
When
okay.
no one was, like, you know, in control of the table sort of thing.
Well,
Dax isn't really worried about it because he's about to pot out and
Yeah.
make it 4-all. We keep missing Steve's frame.
well, he's overcooked.
Oh, jeez. Is this on?
It
Oh, he
goes.
says yes, it is, and
It
puts his
goes.
hand up saying, I didn't even play for this, Steve, but you know what? I'll cop it.
Yeah, he's only overhit that by 3 feet across the 3.5 foot table.
And Dax has just pot 5 balls or 4 balls, which would have taken me probably an extra 3.5 minutes to do. And I probably would have chopped the out up.
He's overhit that by a country mile.
Yes. He actually overcut the ball into the pocket. It still went in.
Yeah.
And that's what caused the white to fly.
He's missed the pot, still went in. Missed the position, landed fat. Guy's a genius.
So Clint Kepler,
First
who
in.
is affectionately known as Peanut.
Peanut.
Yep, that is Clint's nickname, Peanut. Has missed.
Oh, here's trouble.
A lot of work for Jimmy to do here, though, just with the 2 reds. But if he gets a good angle on this ball on the left, he can get the extraction. Or, if you want to go the Jay Stevens old school, just put the red over the hole and just take complete control of the frame.
Yeah, you're a lot of fun, you are.
I'm just presenting multiple options to the viewers.
Yeah, Jamie's option's probably better than something I'd come up with. Oh, it's still open table.
Okay, that I didn't know. In that case, you take yellows.
In that case,
and
if
pot
he
out.
takes reds, he's an idiot. Oh, look at this.
Oh, well, he's still got the ball at the top, but that wasn't ideal.
I don't think he'd be too thrilled with it. Just me, or is he wearing a bit more bling lately, Jim?
Well, he's married now. I
So
think
the-
it's a prerequisite to wear bling when you're married.
So the missus is buying him accessories.
No, I think she's making him buy accessories that match her accessories. But maybe he's just trying to take away the focus from his head. I don't know.
Oh, it's not his fault he's a ranger. Oh, look at this.
He's you're right, Butters. They are flying these tables
Yeah.
because that never looked like it was
They're
going to go
slippery,
there.
mate. Very slippery. They're bloody fun to play
Still,
on.
though, poor shot because he didn't actually want to cannon that ball.
Oh, no, it was horrible. Yeah. That's not in dispute. Dax is not interested in what Jamo's doing. He's just standing there having a chat to Jimmy. Probably going, nice shot there, Jim. How do you manage that? And Jim's response was, nice position on your last ball there, Dax.
Oh, that's a shot of a man 8-2 behind. Just moved a fair bit on that.
He just moved a fair bit.
I was going to say just moved a touch, but then I realised he actually moved a fair bit.
Like one of Skez's comments
Oh,
to me.
look out, the old school's come out.
One-
That is nearly sucked in as well.
One of Skez's best comments he said to me was, yeah, I was practicing solo by myself. I love that one.
Yeah, I had another one. Ben Vidot, actually, old school.
Oh, God.
He goes, I was thinking in my brain.
Yeah. Straight away, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, he's a lovely bloke, Ben.
he is. And, well, he did actually make a comeback there for a while.
He did. He made the
Victoria?
master side in, 2011, Campbelltown.
And then have not seen him since. Don't know what's happened to him.
I've seen him a little bit. He still drops in the factory to catch up with JR occasionally. Beastie.
Yeah, I'm surprised I thought he was actually back for a little while, but he just made the 1 year cameo appearance and then off he went again.
And Dax is having a dip again over here.
Yeah, after Steve must have missed an out, and
Oh, he's just landed.
Dax is playing all right. He might be dangerous in this big guns comp.
That's probably the worst shot he's played there, but out of position. But what's Clint's got 2, has he?
Yeah, I think he's only got 1.
Did Jimmy pot the red?
Yeah, but remember Clint played the ball the top left since then, and he missed that.
Oh, okay.
And he's
I've
out of
missed something,
position
obviously.
again.
Yeah, he's in strife here.
He actually has to pot this.
Well, yeah, the only place he can land safe. I reckon he might have to double this up and down, and then.
No, I think the shot here.
No, he's asking for foul snooker. Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jimmy potted the red. See, what are you doing to me, mate?
I was watching the bottom one. Oh God, they're asking me, not you, Butters. What's going on?
Oh no. He's had 2 wild turkeys.
No, 1.5.
It's not quite 2. It's only 1.5, so he should be okay. All right, Dax has chopped it. One bad positional shot. Oh, you've got to watch the wide here, Jamo. Well, I'm not sure how that's missed, but yeah, he's still in a reasonable posse here.
Bloody, what did I take this off for now? I'm never going to get back on.
Well, I was right and everyone else was wrong. No foul snooker. While Jamie tries to put his headphones back on, he's looking like Slinky out of Tango and Cash. And welcome back.
Yeah, I said I was the worst person to pick for that, but that was actually a lot closer than it looked. But when 3 people say it is and 2 people say it isn't, one of the guys is the player that's asked, I've got to be on tip and I was outvoted.
Yeah, very hard to tell from this end of the table when the cushion's in the way.
And just for people that don't know, I'm 40 this year, so I'm double the age of half these blokes, almost.
Well, I got it right, and I'm the same age as you, mate.
Yeah, but these guys, but I look older.
What the hell has that got to do with it?
Well, I look older, I must feel older.
Mate, at the moment, I'm that excited to have 4 or 5 days off. I've been working too much. It's fantastic. I probably won't sleep for 4 days, but you know.
Actually, I just discovered I've got pretty much 2 weeks off. I was really happy about that. Off my job, I've still got to keep the business running, but yeah. And Clint has
very good
belted that, and
Dax has played. Oh, he's not Chinese. No, he's all right. Just stun out. I'm assuming the black
he wants
goes.
to land dead straight on this red.
Yeah.
And he just rolls it in and then black in the centre.
Stun out. You don't want to go too far. If you go across it, then it's hard.
Yeah, exactly. And well, that's fine. You can
still run. Yeah. Yeah, he's spot on.
Oh,
he's hit that like a bit of a princess.
He actually played that like a fairy,
Looked
didn't
like
he?
he didn't think he was going to get it.
I think he was trying to control the white. If he actually had that much angle, which I didn't realise he did, he maybe had to play that with right-hand side.
No, he could have cued that, no worries, I reckon. He's going to have to do a lot to get me back on side after playing a snooker with 2 shots, mate.
With 2 snookers, yeah.
Yeah, but 2 shots and a snooker, I mean, come on.
And Steve decided I will unleash.
That's He's pulled that out clean as a whistle.
And this is an opportunity for him to actually stop this frame for frame business.
Absolutely.
And what's happened there? I've not actually seen what's happened there. He's nearly gone in off, but
Well, he's nearly done a woodsy.
what's he actually on the black? Okay, so he's missed the pot and nearly gone in off. Clint will be buzzing about just getting back to the table.
So he had 2. Or James missed it. Oh, James missed it.
This has actually been a very long frame too. It's been 8-2 for quite some time. So it's actually, the way this frame's gone, very important.
He's got away with it.
Yeah,
It's a great shot.
very important frame for Clint over there. But yeah, now Dax will just come off 2 and belt the crap out of it. Try and get a result.
Tell you
Pot
what.
the yellow and lose the frame.
He's nearly got the red and the black and the yellow. Oh, we'll give Jamo the benefit of the doubt here and say no drama.
Well, I expect him to get these, even though he's got some partial obstruction. But if he chops this in, should be no problems. Even that's not that bad.
He's landed on the one ball that he real. Oh,
Can
yeah.
he stun over the right-hand side of the table?
No,
here?
he's
No.
coming back.
Oh, I don't like that shot.
Too straight.
Yeah.
Run it. 2 cushions. Land about. Foot past the middle pocket and play the yellow across.
Has he got that much angle? I guess when you're punching it too, that you're going to get some
And on the
throw
new-
off the white.
And on the new cloth there.
I don't reckon he can get around off that far. I reckon he's
Yes.
too straight to
Nah,
do
he
that.
can do it, mate.
We're going to find out in a sec.
Yeah, he can do it.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, come on. That's it going exactly where you want it to go.
Yeah, but I just felt the
you
getting
just
of
hit
that
it
hard.
like a
Actually,
fairy.
I reckon this is on. I reckon this plant's on.
Hit it like a fairy. Just going to screw
You
straight
actually want to pop
out
both.
for
You
it.
actually want to pop both. Oh, I thought he was going to play the plant. That's actually a lot harder shot that looks to screw straight back and land right behind the ball.
Mate, you've nearly finished that second wild turkey and your calls are starting to go wrong already.
Mate, come
What
on.
is going on?
Come on. I would never play that ball over the hole then. Not in 1,000 years. Unless this goes to the middle and it's fine. Then yeah, I would have played it.
I've said it about 10 times, but the new cloth, so hard to control the white ball on a shot like that. On new cloth.
Yeah.
But
And 6-4 to Jamo.
went in the middle. Oh, he's got the mini break. And that's just Dax getting punished for playing a 2-shot snooker before, so not happy about it in case you didn't notice.
No, I don't know if you'll sleep well tonight because of that.
I'll sleep well tonight, don't worry.
And it's good to see Dax wearing the blue T-shirt for the Autism Awareness Day.
Very
Don't know
good.
if you did it deliberately or not, but
No,
good on you, Dax.
obviously something very close to home for yourself, Jamie.
Yeah, that's why I've got the old blue one on myself tonight.
I don't like it. I love it if I'm James.
Yeah, I don't know. I play the same shot really, but
I just love it when someone leaves me these.
I'll
You
tell you
know,
what,
gives me
brothers,
the,
when
gives
we
me the
play each other on
opportunity.
Monday night, you're going to get a lot of these off me then if you keep missing outs. I will keep doing it to you. If you keep getting them, then that's my bad luck, but I will keep doing them to you if I can't make the out.
I might not get them all, but I'll get enough of them to annoy the crapper out of you. Don't worry about you doing it. I'll be doing it enough to myself.
That's true, actually. And that's a
Oh.
smart. Oh, hang on. That's actually turned out horrible, I think. Is this on?
Don't know how smart it was. That was hot. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, if he actually is not on this ball, that's a
He's got to play the run through snooker here.
horrible
Once
shot.
again, really tricky on this cloth. All right, this is awkward. Might have to play red off red really thin and get the white up the other end.
Yeah, I did
and
look at
cover
that
the
shot. It
hole.
was actually not easy.
Yeah, nothing else is either.
That's not bad. Oh, he's gone in off.
Yeah, that's the shot I was saying. Yeah, that's I reckon that was his only half reasonable shot.
And that was to go 8-3, and now 9-2, and really a very simple out with 2 shots. He's just misjudged the promotional shot.
Tell you what, I don't like this.
Well, I think he's just going to play a dead weight double.
Yeah.
No, he's played it very well.
That's a really good shot.
And as Jimmy does his best impersonation of Butters and cues that out of his ear.
Ouch.
Fell over. And
Jamo with his mini break.
I'm going to make the call too, Butters. Della's run a few racks already off the break, or very close to it. I'm going to say that he's got far too big a lead and too many breaks to lose this match.
At 9-2, really going out on a limb there, aren't you?
I am making the call.
I can't believe you've done that.
And Clint will be filthy with himself after that last frame too. And Dax says, give me a foul snooker. I'll just, look out. Oh, what's going on here?
Hello, Mike Massey.
He's just decided to lair up with the camera. I don't even know if he knew it was on him at the time. He is Mr. Casual, isn't he, Dax? And, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no Q power at all either.
I love watching this bloke. He just doesn't care.
Jamo's still
anything.
staring at the table going, what happened then?
Just does not care about anything. Oh, wow, that's horrible.
That's all right. He just distracted.
He'll probably smash it, double it off 3. He's actually turned this out into a horrible out now.
More fun for us, though. This is great. It's like watching myself.
And that's bad as well.
No, that's exactly what he wanted. He chips off it and plays the plant.
Don't worry, I saw it.
Guy's a genius. He's laughing as much as we are.
I can't help but laugh that. He was so happy-go-lucky to begin that out, and then just played that promotional the cannon and killed the yellow, and then it was just all hell broke loose.
That is, from where he was, that's possibly the worst attempt at a cannon I've ever seen.
Well, I probably would have done the same thing. I'm terrible at playing them. I usually hit them too thick, though, not too thin.
Well, too thick was fine.
Wow.
No, Jamo, you're not Dax, mate. Just play your game.
This must be I'm just going to play lunatic shot frame. Now, Dax may play the double here onto the plant. It's a Dax shot. He's looking at it. He likes it.
No, he's just got to get it down inside, surely.
Oh, what a girl.
Yeah, I know. That's just...
I thought he'd play the promotional shot.
No fun. Jamo can go out here. He's smashed this, clear the yellow, extract the other red.
Yeah, look, it is a shot that's on.
Yeah.
He's actually using side on this too.
That's
actually a bad shot.
Stiff. Oh, he's got a half a result here. He's left him absolutely nothing and 2 dead balls, and the black's almost dead.
This is tough.
That's a massive result for Jamo there with giving away 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good call from Lynchy.
That's a shot I saw too.
Yeah, but he said it, you didn't.
Yeah, Dan's basically just pointed out, double this yellow into the black and red, cannon the plant in like this, but he's once again overplayed, and now he'll play a snooker. You know he will. He will play a snooker here. It's actually the right shot for a change. We've just given him a clap there.
Someone else high-fived him.
I'm actually laughing if Steve can hit this red.
Yeah, some people you can't do this sort of stuff to when they're playing, but Dax doesn't mind.
No, we would never have done that to say Alec.
Not and stayed in the same room. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen anyone do in pool. After I played Alec one day at Berry, first round, 3-zip. He's made a bad mistake in each frame, which, you know, just doesn't happen. Bloke walks up to him, pats him on the back, goes, "Bad luck, Alec." And he's just stared at the bloke. I'm out of here.
So, Dax will now promote this shallow. He's just got to be careful this shot. And I think he's just stood up and realised that. But if you can actually chip off this with some right-hand side.
And get back in behind it.
Yeah. He's decided, no, I'm playing the other ball. Oh, creative. Excellent shot.
About time one of them worked. You couldn't hit it when you were 3 inches from it. You couldn't hit it when you had the perfect angle to hit it. Now he's done it off the cushion.
Yeah, he's a freak show. And then he just says, I'll just play this off the rail, this black.
Yeah, it's a good finish.
Oh, he gives us a point.
Yeah, well done, mate. So attacking. He's going to be nervous every time he plays a snooker for the rest of the weekend. Now he'll be looking around for us.
Tell you what, he's actually got the cloth out to rack the balls. Look, someone's ringing me. Colby.
Oh, yeah. $10-2 to James. Only an act of God can stop this match from going to Jimmy Della now.
Can you leave it out there for just a little bit longer, or do you have to bring it straight away?
Just find a bit of rhythm. Clint, do what you can. At least make yourself feel a little bit better about it.
I've got to go and Colby bring TV.
All right, Jamie's off. JR's got league tonight, Johnny Russell, and he's just texted me going, Carol Wakefield's just knocked him off in the in-house comp at Potters, followed up by, can I still get into big guns? Yeah, and you're probably not going to be $200 now, Buffer. Clint, just want to try and make this score a bit respectable. Oh, all right, sorry guys. He's missed that, just trying to force position a little bit. Jimmy will want to close it out. Over and done with. 11-2. Nice confidence boost for the weekend. No action. He will. He's actually getting the cannon that good for the extraction there. He's hit it so well, it's stopped the white and left him bugger all. He's controlled that one well as well. So it should be lights are out, party's over for Clint, I think. All right, Jimmy's just out of shape a little bit. He might have to go. Oh, you take this down the rail now. Take the bottom one. Just run it off the cush a bit. No, he's all right. Just come straight back up past the yellow. Wants a little bit of angle. Probably a bit just on the wrong side of it or straight. Well, that's he's pinched a heap of pocket there. That's a great shot. Cueing the ball very well, Jimmy. Timing ball nicely. One more shot for 11-3. Very emphatic victory for James Delahunty. Oh, he's just tried to... Oh, look where he's left it. You are kidding, aren't you? Clint's going, come on, mate. Just give me something. Now, it'd be easy to get down at 10-2 down, black hanging over the hole and just go smash. But, you know, pull up, try and play the right shot, try and get a snooker. I'll tell you now, mate, you don't want to leave him down there. He'll just play off the back cushion and pot it. I'd play the top yellow myself and just leave it sitting there. He's overdone it. And left him fat. It's a bit closer than it looks then. James is having a good look at it. Could just be doing a Benny Noonan though. Have a look at it for 5 minutes, then get out and knock it straight in. Jamo got the mini break back. Geez, it's hard to see how this doesn't go from here. It looks like he's got plenty of room. It quite obviously hasn't. Well, that's a very good shot from James. Probably be able to see that side yellow. Yes, welcome back, Jamie.
Thanks, mate. What do we got here? 7-5.
Jimmy Dell has tried to do a Michael Scary and just smash the black in, and he's jawed it.
For the old 11-2 victory.
And Clint's played for the snooker and didn't get the snooker, but he left him just off the black. He didn't quite have the potting angle. He had probably almost 3/4 of a ball, but no potting angle.
That's a good shot from Clint. That could have easily left him on the black if he didn't quite play it right. You see if Jimmy plays a little swerve here just to give himself a touch of extra purchase on the black.
And wouldn't you just go for a wander in front of the cameras, old mate?
He's playing with a touch of swerve, yep. Just not quite enough purchase. So if you're wondering, folks at home, why he's played that was sided, he's just tried to bend the white just a little bit to catch the black a little bit thicker.
And throw the black as well.
Yep. Almost worked out for him. And Clint is in do or die, but obviously his last shot if he doesn't make these. I really do believe he has to play the pot in the corner and stun onto the ball that he's just got his cue above.
Yeah, mind you, there's a little, not a fair bit, there's a bit of room down there, but yeah,
I just think he has to play this.
You're not going to get on it much better than that anyway.
Exactly,
so.
yep. And that's a good shot.
Great shot. And you should live to fight another day. Well, another frame anyway.
Yeah, and
another day certainly.
I'll pot this run through and play the bottom ball and just free up the other ball for the same pocket. You can come around the angles as well and give yourself choice of 2 balls.
What he's saying, just run straight through on it.
So
yeah,
run through
absolutely.
This.
Yep. Yeah, then you play this probably 2 cushions.
Yep. Yeah, a touch
Come
of
back
right
out
inside.
in the middle of the table. You want to land on the reverse pink spot.
Correct. Correct. In 2 ways.
The other pyramid spot.
Well, maybe using a bit of right inside. This looks like he's
Yeah,
just playing
so
a
would
plain
I.
ball. Oh,
Like,
he's stunned it, though. That's actually a really bad shot.
That's a horrible finish to the match for Clint, too.
It is. You've actually got to play that like above centre with a bit of right hand side, just swing it around.
Even just natural centre ball and right hand side.
But you know what? Clint could have just said, well done, mate, shook his hand there, but he said, no, I'm going to show the respect and let him pot the black.
Oh, James would want to finish by knocking it in, not by him conceding as well. So,
and the match over, and we'll now focus on Jamo and Dax's match. Jamo with the 2-frame buffer.
And I will be back.
And, well, Clint won't be super happy with that. Well, this is something I didn't really expect to see. No, that was a whole bunch of pockets covered, again, with these two blokes. But sometimes that's why you've got to play the game, regardless of how attacking you are. Just for the query that's been made, there's no other money matches that I know of being played tonight. Most of the guys will be pretty much having an early night because it's a 9 a.m. start tomorrow. The only other match other than this one is just a $100 race to 11 between Justin Sage and Ricky Emery. They're just obviously just getting themselves adjusted to the conditions as well. But this is it, folks. But yeah, long day of pool tomorrow. I expect at least probably a 14 to 15 hour day tomorrow of 8-ball. And also, just wanted to say, go Tigers. I'm actually really massive chance disappeared 5 minutes left to go in the footy game just to see out this match. And Dax just a touch Chinese. He's just, at the moment, just trying to stay in the frame. He's in a bit of a survival mode. And that's probably not a great shot. He wanted to leave him off his yellow across table. But Steve may not play it. Yeah, Steve's he's in a bit of two minds here because he kind of wants to commit, but he knows it can go wrong if he does. So he's played it. Well, that's worked out absolutely unbelievably well. That could have definitely not worked out. I mean, he's played for the cannon. He's played to land on the yellow inside the reds, but where that yellow has landed also is just sensational. And he actually still has some transition to do from the ball that's over the pocket, the top end of the table, back to the black into the centre. I know it all looks really simple on screen, but you actually need to play the shot correct. When the balls are deep in the pocket, it's sometimes quite difficult to play a positional shot with accuracy off them. So you'll probably find Steve Potter just go to the centre of the table and just basically just deep screw off the yellow over the pocket, just make sure it gets down the centre of the table. Well, that's even better. He's gotten high enough where he can actually drop it in, just use a bit of right-hand side and just flick up the table now. Doesn't have to play anything with, like hitting the centre of the ball and controlling the pace and everything. He can just let the cushion and his arm do the work here. It's a much, much easier shot. And he's made sure that he's got plenty high, and he's actually snooged himself, has he? I can't believe it. This is actually what I've used a bit of right-hand side there because you just come more central to the table, but he's okay. He's potted still. And 8-5 to Jamo. And look, I haven't watched the entire match. From what I can see, it's been reasonable quality. Steve. not a lot of outs being missed when the balls are on. And that's, as a player, what you want to be doing. You don't want to be making mistakes when you're amongst the balls committing to an out. And red down, and a good split. He actually may take yellows, but either balls are good. It's just a matter of mapping the out. So you've got to have basically an idea where you're going, identify the problem ball quickly. And the problem ball for Dax, if he takes reds, is this red that's below the white to the right a touch, stuck to the yellow. That's really the problem ball. And well, he'll actually deal with that in a second. So if he pots this ball over the pocket, comes off the side cushion, he'll have an angle on the other red to the right corner. Well, he's come high. It shocked me a touch because all he had to do was roll that in, and he just had an angle to stun into the, well, preferably the yellow, not the red. And then he would have had everything. Like, he would have had a choice of, 2 or 3 balls. So surprising that he played high on that. He actually pot there with a touch of right-hand side. And now he's tried to go into it a different way and see how things can come unstuck when you, I guess, don't keep things simple. Now Dax just says, I'm going to belt this up the top, does he? Is this actually on? I can't tell. It looks tight. I can't tell if it does pass the yellow to the top corner or not. He may play it dead weight, and that way he's got a ball over the pocket if it misses. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, actually, it definitely was on because he missed that yellow probably by an inch and jawed the ball. So, and now Jamo has a good chance to run this rack because this is, all the balls are on here. And Jamo does his custom masturbate of the cue. He does it a couple of, as you see him do it again. He does that when he's just setting himself up to run an out because you won't actually see him do it again for the rest of this out. He just seems to gear himself up by doing that. Oh, and as he does it again, it makes a liar of me. Maybe it's a thing he does every shot. Let's see if he does it again. And we may give him the nickname of the Q massager. Yep, he does it every shot by the looks of it. I don't reckon he's actually 100% committed to this shot. Yep, he stood up. I could just tell by his body language there. He doesn't really want to play the shot, but he probably feels like he doesn't have a choice. Now he looks more committed to it. And that's a nice shot. Probably landed a little bit straight. So really the big problem ball here, if you want to pick one out, is the one that's closest to the black to the left. Only because of its availability. You need to be in a certain area of the table to pot it. And if he's actually kept onto it now, he can just drop this in. And he'll have the yellow in the center of the 3 to the corner. But he doesn't like it or he can't get to it. And I tell you what, he's punching balls in quite confidently. Good cueing. And this looks thinner than what yeah, this is actually thinner than what it looks. And I don't know if he'll be able to hold the white for this opposite middle pocket for the last yellow. Oh, he's played the double instead. Nice shot. And Steve is growing in confidence as he extends his lead. And he will actually be hard to beat for me because once Steve gets his tail up and he starts cueing the ball like he is right now, he actually becomes quite difficult to beat. The key to beating Steve is to get on top of him early and don't allow him to get that free-flowing action that he has because he actually has got a very nice cueing action. Very straight, rarely twitches. congested break. I think reds are the better balls. Just because you've got a bit more coverage than the bottom right-hand side of the table. Your reds are actually still available, where the yellows are just very unavailable. And Steve agrees and takes a red, and now he'll pop this ball into the centre, will he? Or he's going to get rid of these balls early. Transition here required. Mainly just drop this in with a touch of left-hand side so we can come a little higher up the table than the plain ball shot. You don't want to load it up because obviously you could cannon the yellow near the black and just leave yourself awkward. So as you can see there, he's just saying, okay, well, I'm just going to try and get over the side of the table and give myself a shot on the red in the middle. But I do believe you want to get as straight as you can on that red. And he has actually played it with a touch aside, but just missed the pot. So Dax has got a bit of work to do here just because of that red that is over the pocket. He just has to navigate the white with a couple of balls that red's causing a problem for. And folks, if you want to see the draw, hasn't been done yet. Live draw will be commencing, pretty much after these matches, and when, that's probably a little bit unlucky. Probably when Rusty turns up as well. I think he's due to turn up probably in about 15 minutes. So this match may potentially finish by then, and we may have a draw pretty much straight after this match. But nice opening pot there from Stephen. He is just chock full of confidence right now. And just decides, you know what, I don't need to do anything fancy here. I'll just promote this red, use my two wisely. Nicely controlled shot through the gap, and he will win this match now, I can promise you. He's flying. So the bearded one needs 6 on the trot, otherwise he shall lose 500. I'm good, mate. So Dax wants a big break here. He actually wants to break and run a rack and just say, Steve, I'm still here. I haven't given up yet. Ball in. Good spread. Yellows he will take just because of absolute control over that one pocket. Reds are completely dead with those two balls there. And I'll tell you what, if you don't pot out from here, then, well, not give up the game, but when you're 10-5 down, but like it's just the sort of out that you expect to get. He may actually get rid of these two balls at the top now because the rest of the work's at the other end of the table, but and that wasn't actually bad curing eating. That was just lazy. He just got down and kind of hit it and sort of took his eye off the pot. Steve just took a while to come to the table. He might have thought he wasn't getting another shot and got stuck in a beanbag or something. I don't know what happened there, but wow, he's just having an absolute dip. He's got one ball out, and he actually has a good angle to get another one out. In fact, actually, I don't know if he's got the angle to just stun to the side rail high, hold on the one that's on the left, and then just stun that in and play the ball down the rail. Because he hasn't got an angle to stun off the side cushion and into that red because that other yellow's in the way. Oh, sorry, the other red is in the way, so may cover the pocket, but that is what he's doing. But Dax can just basically get that out of there, but then the black's still a problem, so not a bad shot there from Steve. And he's decided to pot the red. Very casually done. And, well, I think Steve can actually go game from here. That was pretty... He's going to jack up here and just try and stop the white from going into the yellows and kick both balls out. He's missed the second ball. Flukes a red. Well, when it's going for you, it's going for you. That's actually sick that he's fluked that. And still a touch of work to do here, though. Get this ball out. Make sure you get position of the ball on the right side of the table. Oh, he's kicked them both. That's even better. Because now we can actually just roll this in and play position on that tricky-ish ball that's on the left side of the table into the middle. Can't actually see where that other red landed just yet because his body's in the way. Well, I don't agree with that shot. I could have just rolled that in. Could have just rolled it in and just pot it dead weight and then have a medium range red for the final frame. You know what? If you're fair, you might as well just smash the double in now. Like, there's a lot of right-hand side required here off the rail. Well, he's got a fair bit on it too. Tell you what, that's not a bad shot. Oh, Jesus, he's just layering up like a boss. And I don't see Steve missing this after that little layer-up performance he just put in there for the crowd. And that goes in. Match is over. They shake hands, and Dax will go straight to the bar, I can promise you. Thanks, guys, for watching. That's just a touch of what you'll get tomorrow. Things will start off a little slow because obviously we've got the early round matches, and no one likes playing first thing in the morning. But believe me, this competition will heat up, and you'll see some of the best pool you'll ever see in Australia. So tune in over the next 2 to 4 days, folks, and you'll see everything and more. Thanks for listening. Oh, you definitely can on this side. They probably won't care that much. Oh, yeah, access to it. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for that. Oh, I should just hit a ball.
Yeah, bit of exhibition. All the way.
Not much exhibition for me. You got those cameras turned off?
No, I've got to keep it rolling until the draw starts.
Oh, really? It was a last minute bet. It was a last minute bet about 2 minutes before we went start. I was watching you have your head and I thought you looked at it right. Can I you know, just standard request.
Rightio guys, we've got to get this draw done for the 2015 Big Guns. We're going to start from the lowest seed all the way up to number 1. As the seeds are done, the names will be drawn out after it, so everyone knows where their positions are and who they're playing tomorrow morning. Okay, so to start off, we've got 21 seeds, alright? So it's a bit of an odd number, but I think the players that's got a 21 seats, well, I think they deserve their seats. Alright? So we're going to start off with number 21, Jamie Stevens. Plonk him in. Position 25.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, next up we've got a WA lad. Hopefully his confidence has not ditched too much. Because we've got Clint Kepler at 20. Next up we've got a young gun from Queensland. He's going to be hard to beat. Number 19 seed, BJ Randall, plays 53. Yeah. Rightio, number 19 seed. We've got another guy formerly from Queensland, underrated, Craig Stevenson. He plays 37.
I just bumped him, Rusty. How am I not ahead of him in the seats?
I don't know, mate. Rightio, next we've got the WA Giant. Hopefully he's on best behaviour. He's staying with me. Dax Wasley.
Wesley.
You Wesley Webbit. He's up for number 5. Rightio, he's one of the most informed players in Victoria at the moment. He could probably be higher up the order, but we've left him there. We've got Peter Butterworth. That's 7, yes.
Where's my name, Blanker?
Next up, we've got one of the Ballarat boys, Jake McCartney's little boyfriend, Nick Young. He's a danger for the tournament, boys. He's a danger for the tournament and a legitimate chance to win it. Gus DeGiorgio, he broke his virginity by winning the tournament at the start of this year, I should say. He won Ballarat, one of them, Geelong. So he's going to be hard to beat. He's got 55. This guy's always the life of the party. From WA, Mr. Ben Judge. 23. Very outgoing personality. Rightio. It's a toss-up between Jimmy Delahunty and this guy for the best player in South Australia in my eyes. Ricky Emery, 59.
What do you get?
He might not be the smartest bloke in the room, but he can lift heavy things. Nathan Neames. 27. Mr. Smoot himself, Ronald Kelly, 43. No introduction for this guy. He's won it all over Australia, and he was rated one of the best players in the world in his heyday. Last year's finalist, Alex Abranardis.
He's won it all over
Number 11.
He's the man, he's the man, he's the man.
I don't know who's the man, but someone's dropped me drink. Oh, yeah. All right, next up we've got the current Australian 8-ball champion. If there's anyone who's got the form, well, it's got to be this guy. He's been dominating everyone down here. He's been chopping up the Marky Robinsons. I don't know if he's, I don't know how he goes against Jake, but he'll be definitely in the top 2 or 3 in the state at the moment. Michael Scarrett, number 15. This guy wins his state title every year. He's only from Canberra, Stevie Woods. I ain't joking. This guy's a great player, you know he is. 47. Rightio, where is he? He'll be a mirror somewhere around here. Justin Sage, number 63, 2 times Australian 8-ball champion. First time he's been back since the first one. If there's anybody who's a legitimate chance of taking it out, it's him. He won't have a drink the whole weekend.
No, I think what he's doing is...
Rightio, we're down to the last 5. Number 5, this guy's probably played the best pool I've ever seen for money in my life. And he's one of my favourite players to watch when he's flowing. He can beat anyone on the planet on his day, Jimmy Delahunty.
Second best player in South Australia.
Number 31. Maybe as good as an 8-ball player his brother is in snooker. Doubt it, he's good. Number 17, Mark Robinson. Probably the most informed player in Australia to present day. Number 3 seed. He's going to be awfully hard to beat. They all love him. Jake McCartney. Number 49, yep. Second last, this guy, you ask anyone around the world who he is, they'll tell you who he is because they know who he is. He's just one of the best players you'll ever see when he's in full flight. Benny Noonan, number 2, former Australian champion, 33. And myself. What's the pearl that it's going to start with? No, that's it, guys. Go and have a look where you are in the draw. Oh, no, sorry, we're drawing the rest of them out, okay?
Now the normal. Now he's too cold. He doesn't give a shit of it. He doesn't.
All right.
He's alright. He's alright on camera and that.
Guys, we'll just give it 2 minutes and we'll start drawing out who they're playing, all right?
Are you playing? Come on. Here you're out.
First round, playing myself is... Whoa, here we go. Andrew Liu. Sounds like a good player. Rightio. Playing Dax Wasley. Rian Bolton. Now playing Butters. Jason Kelly. Now playing Alec Ebronardis. Tracy Heath. Now playing Michael Skerry.
Does anyone actually know?
Really?
Sahil Sharma. Now playing Robbo Tristan Masang. Tristan Masang. Playing Mr. Kappler. Danny McLean. Sounds like a porn number, I like it. Playing Ben Judge. Reese got him. Playing Jamie Stevens, the 2 commentary boys. Dan Lynch.
Oh no! You are not allowed to win that match. Stitched up hardcore there.
Playing Nathan Deems. Sean Lorenz. Playing Jimmy Diller. Josh Gorski. Playing Mr. Noonan. Ryan Asling. Playing Mr. Craig Stevens. Darcy Cook. Playing Nick Young. Steve Halliday. Mr. Ron Kelly will be playing Steve Lansborough. Stevie Woods, Fu Lam. Pretty sure he's a UFC fighter as well. Mr. McCartney will play Tashar Singh. DJ Randall will play Reese Harvey. Gus DeGiorgio will play Michael McKeldin. Ricky Emery will play Ian McLaughlin. And last but not least, Ian McLaughlin. Last not the least, ours here. The great one himself, Bill Vassalou, will run into Justin Sage. Big throwing Bill. Bill, what's the last one? No, that was it. So that's it then. Where else? No.
I might even be what am I fucking doing?
Yeah, keep that meal, you done.
Yeah, no, I'm in. I just got a OCD, don't like my shit everywhere. It is well hung show. Speaking of the devil, one mum still talks about it.
Right, guys, you can come up and start and have a look at who you're drawing.
Nathan Seaman.
Oh shit, come up,
And our cup off.
The funny thing is, because the tail's running so nice, I even straight there, I get 4 bottles. I smash them like that, made it clear, I get nuts.
It's closer than Black Phantom. I knew he could be 40 fucking off.
What would Butters do? Wasn't I impressed with myself when I played the